everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for the webinar on using AI in digital marketing. Uh, to kick things off, let me start with something we all experience as customers. Uh, Today, people like you and me, we expect brands to almost read our minds. We want faster responses, relevant recommendations, and experiences that feel personal at every step. But on the other hand, for businesses and marketers, it creates a real challenge. Like, how do you deliver that level of personalization and still improve conversions across the funnel? And that's what today's session is about. Prakash Kolhe, he will walk us through how organizations can use AI in real world ways to scale personalization, fine tune customer journeys, and drive stronger marketing results. And before we get started, let me briefly introduce our speaker, Prakash. He is the co-founder and CEO of Cymetrix Software with around 30 years of experience. He brings a wealth of knowledge and experience in the field of CRM and marketing and is a veteran in the IT industry with rich experience serving some Fortune 500 clients. In the past, he headed business development as director for the APAC operations of Virtusa Consulting Services. It is the banking and the finance department of Polaris Industries. And he has played a key leadership role in delivering retail banking solutions for Bank of America in India and work closely with global organizations. Additionally, Prakash has extensive experience in heading client services as the general manager of HCL Technology, and that has provided Cymetrix with a unique direction and defining passion for customer centricities. He's also the member of Computer Society of India, Mumbai chapter. So with that, Prakash, we are looking forward to your insights. Over to you.
Thank you, Supriya. Hello, everybody. This presentation, as the title of the slide suggests, is Artificial Intelligence in Digital Marketing. As in today's world, we know that artificial intelligence is being used in all the spheres of the life, and it is getting evolved every day. And as we are grappling that where it ends, wherever it is, we are trying to take a snapshot of that, and especially in the field of digital marketing, where it is no more the option, but has become a necessity, that how it can help in the different spheres of digital marketing. And technically, what are the different tools and platforms which are available. And we as Cymetrix, who offer consulting services, how we enable our clients for their journey in the using of artificial intelligence in digital marketing. So these slides are basically the effort towards that. We will take questions at the end of this presentation. And till then, please note down your questions if you have any, and we will take it at the end. So we'll see what are the artificial intelligence trends, and because of that, what are the challenges which it has posed, and also what are the opportunities it has brought for professionals in the digital marketing area, and then the companies which use digital marketing using artificial intelligence. Then we'll study what are the different artificial intelligence tools, platforms across digital marketing funnel, and this we will study in more detail, that what are the needs of each stage of customer journey in digital marketing funnel, and what are the different artificial intelligence use cases which are possible, and what are the tools which can be used to deliver them. And then we'll see the architecture as a overall company can implement if they need to use AI in digital marketing. Then finally, we'll see takeaways and then the question and answers. So artificial intelligence challenges and opportunities. So as we say that AI is no longer optional in digital marketing, it is a competitive necessity. If we don't use it, your competition will anyways will be using it and will definitely get benefited, and you may be a loser in this game. So you have to study, understand, and start using artificial intelligence in your journey of using digital marketing. Organizations that balance technology, ethics, and human creativity will gain the greatest advantage, because many of the organizations or individuals, they are fearing that artificial intelligence, either they will take the job or there will not be any creativity left. But actually, human creativity is most important in the digital marketing space, and artificial intelligence tools are to be leveraged for that creativity. Only thing is that it has taken this whole thing to the different level, and of course you have to use that very ethically, because as you know that it could be boon as well as curse, and if you use it in the right way, it could be boon. The opportunities what it poses because of artificial intelligence is that you have a lot of personalization possible. And as you know that before artificial intelligence, we needed to be dependent on the skill of a digital marketer, that how to do the personalize, and it is not possible on the mass level to do the personalization. Mostly the personalization was done at the segment level, but as we know that segment is a very high level of cohort of users. It may not address all the micro cohorts in that, but using personalization, using artificial intelligence, now that has become possible. A lot of work automation has become possible. Many tasks like creating campaigns, running campaigns, having the different journeys of the campaigns, which were earlier done manually, now can be automated. And of course, it is available 24/7. And then it has increased its efficiency. And then there is a better insight of the customer, and what is happening inside has become possible because of artificial intelligence. And we'll see how the tools help us in exploiting these opportunities. Then, of course, it has posed certain challenges. There is a privacy risk because most of the time the organizations, team members, they resort to the open source, a lot of LLMs which are available free of cost, and then they post organization data to do the research or a content optimization. That definitely poses a risk of putting your organization data out open there. And then there is a cost involved. Of course, if you want to implement AI, there are skill gaps. We will not be having the right skills in the team to leverage those tools and platform. So there is a need to upskill and bridge that gap. And then lack of transparency in terms of what is going to happen, and that uncertainty is also there. Different trends which are picking up because of artificial intelligence is the hyper-personalization. Personalization has gone totally to the next level, where at the micro segment level, hyper-personalization are possible, and even at the individual level now it has become possible because of artificial intelligence. Chatbots are there because of artificial intelligence, which has almost replaced all web and interactions. And most of the customers, especially on the e-commerce websites, can use now bots to interact and find what they want to do, and very less human interaction is needed because of this. And then the predictive analytics has become possible if the data is there with the organization. A lot of predictive behavior on the customer trends, results can be done using predictive analytics because of AI. And of course, the new trend is ethical AI, that using the AI in a ethical way, so that you don't go in the wrong way. These are the digital marketing funnel. As we know, in the digital marketing, we have been using this traditionally. So we have the different stages of this. One is the awareness, where we reach out to the potential customers and attract the potential customers through the different methods. Either we do the email marketing, we do the website SEOs and those methods, so that we make our potential customers aware about our offerings. And then the next step of the funnel is consideration, where the potential customers, they get attracted, they ask for additional information. And then finally you convert them into the customer, you close that customer. And after that, the cycle of retention of that client, cross-selling, advocacy through the more referrals that start. So this is a typical funnel that we use digital marketing. So it is no more just one digital marketing as a word. Inside that, now it has been siloed by the different stages of customer journeys and then the stages of the funnel. And based on the funnel, the approach for digital marketing has to be adopted. And that has become possible because of different tools which are available, and because of artificial intelligence. There is more leverage that of the technology can be taken in each of the funnel, and how we will see that. Let us see the first stage of the funnel, which is awareness. Now, in the awareness, the customer journey is for a discovery. Customer starts discovering what are his needs and start exploring. And from the digital marketing point of view, the focus has to be attracting and discover via targeted outreach. So you have to understand what is the targeted audience to which that outreach has to be reached. And that is how this particular stage of the funnel will become successful if you are able to attract the right customer to your product. Now, how artificial intelligence it helps during this stage. One is that execution and optimization of digital ad campaigns across multiple channels. Now, as we know that the number of channels through which digital ad campaigns need to be done are increasing day by day. The social platform, your website, or now even the different LLMs across which now you may have to place your digital ad. Now that execution and optimization because of artificial intelligence can be taken to the next level because of the automation and having the right targeted audience identified. Now it works 24/7. There is no the team member required to attend that. It will be automatically done once you do the configuration in the right way, so that it gives the return on investment and reduce the manual workload for marketers. It does ad bidding, budget optimization, audience targeting, and creative reducing manual management. So when you the social platforms, you have to place your budget for doing the advertisement there, but you always will have a limited budget, though it results in the good leads. But how do you optimize your budget? Now that optimized decision mostly are taken by the marketing team traditionally, but because of artificial intelligence, there are tools available where this budget optimization can be decided by the tool depending upon the results and what is the CPA, which is a cost per acquisition that you can limit, and how different ads can be bidding across a different platform. So all that decision and automatic placement can be done because of now the artificial intelligence that has become possible. Then designed for specific goals like online sales, lead generation, or driving store visits, or CPA or ROAS. Now there are tools available where even you can limit that what should be my cost per acquisition, and you can even limit what should be my ROAS, which is return on your ad spend. And it takes care, the tool automatically takes care that within that it can place the ads and gives you the result. AI powered content generation. So video, image, audio, all of that can be generated using AI these days. The video editing, which is a backdrop remix or in painting, is possible through AI platform. Lip syncing is possible. 3D texture generation is possible. The plagiarism, which is the legal need, that can be automatically detected, especially for the bigger corporates, is very important using now the AI. All automation journeys, for example, the drip campaign automation can be automated and intelligently placed based on the result. Built-in SEO optimization can be done. The keywords can be automatically added. Brand-wise customization is done. So when, especially for the videos, which are related to product advertisement. The brand voice can be used for customization for the video, and it can that uniformity can be maintained across different ads. And then the multilingual support is possible. You don't need to record your videos or messages in a particular language or different languages. Through AI, it can be automatically done. Then the personalized outreach, which is very important advantage of AI, which is a micro audience targeting can be done. It identifies the targets, a highly specific audience group. It can identify across the different visitors to your websites or your campaigns. It can even find out what are the lookalikes. If there is any anonymous user, it can find out it could be this person, even that can also be traced using AI, and the new prospects can be identified. The creative optimization can be done automatically by testing the different types of the creative variations. You can find out that what should be, for example, if it is an email campaign, you can decide what could be the email header, body, and what could be the messages, or even if it is the chat bots. Bots are now run by AI, and it can automatically test that if this is the kind of a different knowledge that is given, then how is the response for that particular micro audience. So that over the period of the time, the artificial intelligence platform, it learns and then executes that. And that definitely results in a more conversion at the awareness stage. And the most important thing is that identifying and analyzing the emotion, language, and content performance across channels based on database, because which human has limitations. So earlier, when all the advertising messages which were done, they were done not from the emotion understanding point of view, and which is very important aspect. If you have to create a first right impact to the target audience, you need to understand that because of what is a segment from which that customer is coming, what are the emotional needs of that customer, why it is coming, and what should be the language that should be used in the content that you position to that particular customer. So just to give the idea that these are the 5 types of, on the very broad level, emotions which human has, and that can be addressed through the his visit to your content or the site, which is pride or anticipation or fear or joy or trust. For example, if somebody has got any marriage anniversary, then maybe he will be coming with the expectation of a joy kind of a emotion. And with that joy, what are the different, again, you can break it down to the micro emotions, like whether it is excitement or fascination or gratification. And accordingly, you can position your ad looking at the way the person is approaching, or maybe in the chat, doing or sending the email or clicking a particular content, and accordingly you can position and customize the content. And this is possible only through AI, because manually it is not possible to analyze up to this micro level. So even, for example, the kind of a message that one needs to send, then every message, what word you use, that can address to a particular emotion, and that can be very carefully drafted. So this can be done through the AI. Different AI tools and platform which are used at the awareness stage. One is Google Performance Max or Meta Advantage Plus. So it creates automated audience targeting. We have done that through AI. It is possible, and these are the tools through which this automated audience targeting is possible. Creative optimization is possible, and it can place ad which are AI-driven ad placement. It can do bidding automatically. You can give the budgets, you can give the targets, and accordingly it can work out you for automated ad placement and achieving the results that you want within the budget. Another is a Jasper AI or Copy AI, which are basically content generation tools. So you can decide that what kind of content you want to use, and it has got features that what kind of a headline you use, depending upon the segment, what impact it will have, what body you can have, or even the for the video point of view, what kind of message that you want to send. and that you can use for blogging post or social content on a scale basis can be done through these tools. Persado, which is a very evolved AI tool related to emotional language understanding. It can understanding based on the chat or the messages that what is the emotional state of the customer, and based on that it can respond and position the content based on that. Then Synthesia or Runway ML, which is the AI video generation, automated video generation ads can be done through these platforms, or Albert AI. These are the autonomous digital marketing or cross-channel the same content unanimously that can be placed, the same ad content. So these are some of the tools which are generally used at the awareness stage of the funnel, where the purpose is to attract the potential customers who is looking out there. And then, of course, once you have the intelligence on the customer, that also helps you in the next stage of funnel is consideration. Now, in the consideration, the customer is doing the research evaluation. He might have seen the visited the different websites of different products, and he's in the evaluation mode and the research mode. Now, as a digital marketer, the focus should be to engage once that customer visits your website or content and nurture with the relevant information, which is very important to make success out of this consideration stage. Now, the AI features which are available because of artificial intelligence, this has become now possible. It improves the you can improve the sale efficiency by capturing and analyzing buyer intent signals and predictive modeling. So it is very important that the customer who is visiting your content, you understand the what are the buyer intent, and to analyze that buyer intent has become possible because of artificial intelligence, and through predictive modeling, even you can predict that what customer is going to do next. Identify high intent accounts and forecast which accounts are closest to purchasing, helping prioritize sales efforts, and identify and segment the high value account. Now, since you have a limited sales power sometimes available, you need to prioritize that which are the account you need to focus on. So that high intent account where the possibility of conversion is very high. So those kind of identified through artificial intelligence, and the sales team can do any further efforts to convert that, which will yield more results. Then analyze the buying signals from across the web, identifying anonymous traffic and tracking keywords, content consumption, and competitor research. So through artificial intelligence, it has become possible to identify signal across the web, not only your website. And then you can have the competitor research what is going on in their world, and identify new target accounts that resemble your best existing customer if it is anonymous. Then generate the conversational and personalized email campaign to automate the lead qualification, because many times if you get too much of the interest, you never know that whether it is a serious lead or it is not. So always in the traditional world, you do the lead qualification. Now that lead qualification can be done by call or by sending the email. Now, because of artificial intelligence, more personalized email can be done even for lead qualification. So no manual intervention is required, which automatically tests whether this lead is serious or not, and then does the event follow-ups and customer expansion. Then automate and optimize programmatic display and LinkedIn ad campaigns for targeted accounts. So it can automatically display ad campaign. You can design the different assets, and out of that it can automatically design and place your ads in a web pages or a LinkedIn ads. Identify which topics and keywords are driving actual revenue opportunities. Now the topics and keywords, you can change, add based on that, and you can even test real time that which kind of a keyword are driving the more generating more opportunities, and your potential customer is getting attracted to which kind of keyword, which segment is, or micro segment is getting attached to which keyword, and all of that is being fed again in the database of that tool to be used for the ongoing campaigns. build intelligence on intent based on conversational chat, especially in the chat. Now the chat is being done. So these AI can analyze that and find out the intent that what client wants to do that. Then dynamic web content and modify website copy, images and call to action in real time. So here, based on the customer and this micro segment, the website copy will be automatically done, and then the content will be shown to that user, uh, which is different than which is shown to the normal users or a different uh, segment of the user. Images can be changed. Even call to actions that can be real-time change, so that the action is kind of a driven, and then the dynamic landing page generation can also be done for customer based on the profile and the micro segment. Measure the impact of personalized experience on pipeline generation and revenue. So everything can be measured, that if this personalization was done for this particular micro segment, how did it impact the pipeline generation? So that is measured, and that can keep on getting improved. And that kind of artificial intelligence platform learned from this conversion. Automatically direct more visitor traffic to better performing page variation. So if we find that particular web page is trending, then any person coming to your website, you can redirect the person to that particular page, which is attracting more users. This can be dynamically done. Adapt content experience in real time based on visitor behavior, intent, and engagement signal, and delivering the next best asset without manual curation. So all content creation expenses, what will be the next asset that you want to say, that next best asset could be either it is an email or whether you want to send certain video. So that can be delivered based on the visitor behavior and intent and engagement signals. So, and then a GEO, which is generative engine optimization, which automatically generates the metadata for website and LLMs, depending upon the learning it has based on the visitor behavior and intent engagement. So these are the different artificial intelligence related features which are available for this particular pipeline of the funnel. Now, different tools which are available are like SixSense, which is one of the key tool which can read what is the intent data of the user, account identification for ABM, account-based marketing, and predictive lead scoring. This is usually used. And then another is a Drift or Intercom, which is the conversational AI. So it sits on chatbots and it can read the intent based on the chat. Then Mutiny or Intellimise, they are like website personalization. It can generate the dynamic landing pages, dynamic copy of the websites. Path Factory, which is like a content intelligence, which does the personalized content journeys. It creates what kind of assets needs to be shown based on the engagement and intent. And then Clearbit and Zoom Info is majorly data enrichment. So whatever is the customer just login details you are having, but these platform that gives whole customer 360 degrees related data or additional data, whatever possible, this platform has gathered to you and make it available, giving more insight into the customer profile. And then the next stage of the funnel is a conversion, which is most important because you have to close the deal in this. So you have done a lot of efforts. You have brought the target audience to your website. You have made them consider your product. And now you are at this stage that it has to be closed and converted. So your customer journey, the purchase intent is very clear. Customer has decided that they want to make a buy. And now from the digital marketing point of view, you have to do a persuasion, which is typical sales cycle, and close with urgency. You have to create urgency and then close that. And then artificial intelligence can help a lot in this particular stage of the funnel. How artificial intelligence can help is that it can analyze the customer interactions. Uh, it can um, it can analyze all the calls that has been done so far with that customer, emails which has engaged, any meetings which were done, using AI to provide the actionable insights for the salesperson. So it is kind of a co-pilot for the salesperson. It gives a lot of insights on that particular customer, any forecasting and coaching for sales team, that what this particular customer wants, what you should position, what you should pitch. So that is a great help for any salesperson to convert. If you are not converting then and there itself on the website, and there is a manual closing that is required. Then it analyzes the team activity to predict deal outcomes, identify risk, and deal health monitoring as well. So if there are any calls that has been made by any different on the phone, then this artificial intelligence can monitor that what kind of calls are being made, what kind of pitching has been made, is it rightly approached or not, and even if it is like in the CRM, can track that what kind of visits were done, how many meetings were done, how many times meetings were done. So all of the data are analyzed by artificial intelligence, and this predicts that what kind of outcome this deal will have. And is there any risk that is being posed, maybe because of the wrong salesperson being positioned? So that kind of risk also it can identify and highlight. Measure how much the sales representative talks versus listens. So it's kind of a pattern on the salesperson. Does he talk more and listens less, or that kind of a thing? And it highlights that risk or coaches on that. Then track mentions of competitors, pricing, or specific features, and analyze customer sentiment. And it's very important when you have to immediately real time convert the customer online, then it automatically suggests that this is the competitor that this person has been visiting. They are this pricing, at this pricing that can get converted, or this particular feature if pitch or added in your offering, then the customer will get converted. So that kind of suggestions and offerings are done through the artificial intelligence. Speaker identification: if the customer is on the call, it automatically identifies that this person talk. If in the past there is some history, if any conversion happened, and if any already some purchases were made. So just using the speaker voice, it can identify the customer and then can suggest. Automatically capture and sync sales activity, email, calendar, meetings. So this is generally in the CRM like Salesforce. It can track all its sales activity and generate the intelligence from that related to the deal conversion. So this is possible through artificial intelligence in the conversion. So different tools which are used are like Agentforce is one of the product from Salesforce on top of CRM, which is the artificial intelligence product. So it can do the predictive scoring. It can say that this lead has got this score and can be converted, and what next best action can be done, and deal prioritization can be done. Or a Gong, which is a conversational intelligence. So all sales call analysis can be done, and side-by-side coaching can also be done. That feature is there in these tools. HighSpot is a like AI content recommendation sales enablement, saying that if next you want to convert, then this can be the content that can be sent, or automatically it sends that. And People AI, like it is the revenue intelligence or a pipeline optimization tool, so that it can maximize the conversion, and it gives you higher returns or ROI. Then dynamic yield or optimizely, this is like real-time personalization or checkout optimization that can be done through optimizely or dynamic yield. So these are some AI platforms available for this conversion stage. Next is the retention. So once you have converted, then next stage is that you have to retain successfully, because by retaining the customer, you don't have to then go through the whole cycle. Then you are having a lot of other data also available, because you have a customer using your product. You know what are the different other likings and needs of the customer, and you can also use it for cross-selling the different another products. Now here the customer journey is that post-purchase means already customer is inside your organization. So the digital marketing has to focus on delighting that customer and upsell the post-purchase. That is what digital marketing generally does with this post-purchase customer. so that it gives a good feedback, and then better referrals are there. How AI can help here is that it can do the customer engagement automated based on intelligence. So post services, automated services, delighting customer, monitoring the actions of internet users who interact with your internet-based application, what they're doing, their all intent and engagement are monitored and recorded. And based on that, you can judge that whether this customer is happy or not happy, or what are the issues. Delay of seconds between insight and action is the difference between a converted customer and a missed opportunity. So that action timely taken is very, very important in such cases. Connect with customer across different touch points across the customer journey, and then the real-time messaging. Now, this is possible only through artificial intelligence, because using the human manpower, these things are very difficult to be achieved. Then the personalized nudges at optimal times. Now, this is if we know that at a particular customer's data you are having, and you know the birthday or marriage anniversary date, and then you can gently nudge at the next stage that if any additional purchases or gifts that customer wants to have. So those kind of nudges are possible, automated. And even you can know that if one of our customer, like they had a need that they were having in the vacation homes, and then if the customer was visiting at special events to their vacation homes, so even that data is also captured, that what kind of services that customer uses when he uses that. And then next time when that particular date comes, then we could send the message like this is particular available in the discounted rate, like spa or those things. And so that kind of uses in the cross-selling of your other products. Then predictive churn, to identify and re-engage inactive users. So you find that a particular user is inactive, means there is a high possibility that it could be drop out, or we are losing it to the competition. So identify that, and to prevent the churn, you can re-engage that by offering certain discounts or other methods. And AI agents for instant autonomous resolutions of inquiries. So if any person would like to definitely quickly have resolution to the queries, because that time has gone where they log and then some agent will say that I will respond, and that kind of a gratification time and patience is no more there. So through AI agent, that instant gratification can be done wherever it is possible. And of course, it's a co-pilot for the agent assistance. It can assist the agents who are servicing to the client that what this customer needs, what are his likings, what are his past. So it can work like a co-pilot as well. These different tools are like Braze, which is AI-powered engagement, amplitude mix panel. It completely gives the behavior analytics of the customer across. If it is a SaaS product, it can also tell that what features customer has been using, what it is not using, how many times is logging, that kind of features also it can tell. Then this Zendesk AI is like a support automation for services. Then of course, this is not the end of the list of the tool. There are many available. These are some of the tools which are known best for their particular segment. Then there like Totango or Gainsight, they're the customer success AI. So they help after post sale, what is the health, and then the renewal prediction. So those kind of insights this artificial intelligence can generate. The next stage is the advocacy. In the funnel, once you have the retained client, then that customer, it has to refer to other customers. And that is the biggest business many of the businesses are eyeing for, is a referral business. And it's the best business that is available, which is a referral business, because your cost of acquisition of customer is very less in this case. So it is very important that you kind of encourage your customer for referrals. Now, how you can do that? That customer is looking for a loyalty and an expansion, and then digital marketing has to focus on encouraging and sharing the referrals. So how AI can help in this? AI can help in boosting the customer engagement through gamification, targeted activities and rewards. As we know that many of airlines, they do have these gamification and targeted activities and referral programs. Personalized member journeys, referral tracking, reference management, Then prompt customer, partners, and employees to share, comment, and like. So you keep on prompting them for feedback or that, and because user, if it is giving those comments, feedback, we know that even today, like you use Zomato, you find what are the feedback given by the other customers, what is the rating given by other customer. So that is very helpful in selling your services or products. Get more reviews, grow your reference pool, in-app guidance, automated in-app guidance, how to use that. If your customer refers to another customer, automatically that they should be able to get onboarded. Automatically suggest feature to track, which is a visual heat map of user interaction. It is giving that what features they are using more and keep a kind of inventory of that, and is better for improving of product for that particular feature. Automatically identify and alert teams to the opportunities for retention or immediate service recovery, or identify precise emerging trends from unstructured data that is available, and analyze the data to determine the underlying why behind the customer behavior. You can even go that why customer is clicking this particular action or is not being active. So those kind of whys can also be answered through the data that is accumulated using the artificial intelligence. So this is how we have seen the different stages of the funnel, and how artificial intelligence can help in different stages of the funnel, and what are the different tools and platforms which are available for doing that. Now, to enable yourself is very important, that how you enable organization using these tools in your organization. So this is one architecture that we have just now worked for one of the customer. Now this customer, they are in the automobile business, and in their automobile business, they had e-commerce kind of a website, which is also available on the mobile, and they wanted to design the dynamic content data. Now this content management system, CMS, has got all those assets which needs to be automatically used for updating these websites. And it also has the data coming from different systems through the MuleSoft, which is the integration layer to bring the data from other system as well. So that was used. And then the Google Analytics or Adobe Analytics was used for analyzing the website traffic and the tag management. And all of that data was kind of we use the Salesforce track here. Now it is important that you build the customer complete intelligence, which is the customer 360 degree, which is done on the data cloud product of Salesforce. And this has, through the MuleSoft integration, data brought from the Salesforce Service Cloud, ERP, Sales Cloud, which is the CRM. And that golden record is created here. Now that golden record on the customer is used for marketing purpose. Now this is a marketing automation tool from Salesforce, which helps in customer journey orchestration, different channels integrations related to communication, campaign execution, and the segmentation, keeping the segments live. And interacting with that is this complete digital marketing AI tools. Now this is how we will be using the AI tools for marketing across the different funnel stages: awareness, consideration, conversion, retention, advocacy. And at all the stages, of course, there will be a generative AI foundation like OpenAI, ChatGPT or Gemini for GenAI. And then there will be a chatbot AI powered, which will be used either across website as well as their other social media and other interaction. And these tools are used depending upon the stages, integrated along with this Salesforce Marketing Cloud, which is a marketing automation tool. So it uses the data from customer 360 data from your data cloud to be used in the campaign. At the same time, whatever campaign intelligence that is generated is stored back again in the data cloud for the next stage, and it kind of builds a customer intelligence inside your CDP or a data cloud. So this is kind of a solution architecture that we have used. Sure, I already see one question here in the chat. Is it
Okay.
better to integrate AI into your existing CRM and marketing platform, or use separate AI tools? So these AI tools independently do they work, but effectively, if you want to use, it has to be in your existing CRM, and you need to have of course, a marketing platform. Now, some of these tools they themselves work like a marketing platform. Or if you want to use multiple tools, then you can use one marketing platform and integrate that different AI tools.
Prakash, before implementing AI in marketing, what level of data maturity is realistically required for such projects to do well?
So definitely the data related to customer is very, very important. So either you are already having CDP, if not, um, that is kind of a platform you should have if you want to leverage AI in the most effective way, because these all AI tools, it generates a lot of data and it needs a lot of data as well. So if you want to start on this journey, whatever data you can consolidate on the customer, have that and then use that. That is the best start. And then going forward, it automatically start building on that. So having a CDP is kind of a most suggested platform for going through this journey of AI for marketing.
Okay, and within the data ecosystem, which is the most important kind of data before we implement AI for marketing?
So you see, AI in marketing is generally used for selling something. Now, from selling something, you need to have the customer 360 and what are his intents, what is driving factors. So all of that. So any customer data that you are having in the system is most important to have. Now, if amongst all the data that you are having, the data which is there in the CRM, which is supposed to be most, and then um, uh, because it has been gathered over the period of the time, so that is most important to start with. And then there are certain tools which are available like Zoom Info, which can enrich this data further. So that you should definitely use Apollo or Zoom Info to enrich the data.
There's one question. How should small or mid-sized businesses approach AI in digital marketing without large budgets or data teams? I think even bigger enterprises sometimes ask when they want to start in the pilot mode.
Yeah, I mean, see, at least these couple of elements are must, right? So let me share this solution architecture which is generally used, and I think that will better way I answer this question. Second, I'm sharing. Now, suppose this is a typical solution architecture, few elements plus or minus that will be used in the digital marketing. And those elements are: one, you need to have a CDP where your customer data is there. You need to have a CRM, which is your sales cycle data related to customer. Then you have to have a marketing tool where these journeys are there. And then on top of that, you are having these different AI marketing platforms depending upon the stage that you are using. Now, if it is a small or medium, definitely this is a expensive stack if you want to implement all of that, because Salesforce stack itself is expensive here, and then some of these AI platforms are also expensive. But if you really want effectiveness, at least let us consider that you want to have the this awareness related campaign that you need to generate. Now, you need to have a CRM, that is for sure, right? And now there are multiple CRMs which are available, but depending upon the budget, you can use one, but that is must to have the complete customer data. And the depending upon the your need, you can use any data lake or data warehouse that is integrated. and there are multiple options which are available. Where I suggested here a CDP as a data cloud from Salesforce, which is expensive, but advantage is that there are many actions it itself does. Otherwise, you'll have to spend more on customization, maintenance if you are not using this kind of a platform. And in marketing tool also, there are multiple platforms available, like HubSpot is available. So those kind of tools you can also use for automating your marketing journey. And even, I mean, as cheap as MailChimp can be done, that is more economical. Say, for example, email marketing automation if you want to do. But if you want to do across multiple channels, you also want to cover a social media, you also want to cover mobile, website. So then you need to have a tool which caters the multiple channels and multiple platform like this marketing cloud. But you can start with, as you are saying, you want to do the POC, then you can start with just one channel, maybe email marketing, and see that. And then out of these tools, so even there are some tools which gives you the customer related enrichment of data. So for example, Zoom Info is one of the platform which is more widely used for better enrichment of the data. But then there are some platform like Apollo, which is on the need basis you can use, or any access basis you can use to enrich the data. Because unless until you don't have more insight of the customer, you cannot basically have more enrichment of the customer campaign or customer messages. And then you can use this any of these depending upon the payment method. Now there are also other proprietary platforms as well which can optimize. But this is at least is required if you want to start the journey. And depending upon the need of the organization, what kind of offering customer has, whether product, services, SaaS. So those kind of a stack can be designed optimally. That is only for the POC level. If you want to expect how outcomes, then you have to spend. It needs a budget, right?
Right. And since we're talking about spending, so how should marketing leaders measure ROI from such AI-driven initiatives?
So it's generally in AI, immediately it may not be available, like you are looking in the social media, buying certain budgets, and then depending upon the CPC, you can say that, okay, these are the conversion, these are not the conversion. Measuring ROI in case of AI platform, maybe you need to be patient. It is over the period of the time it happens. Because one is that for training the AI for your data and your offering and your customer data, it takes some time and to show the result. So of course, ROI, when you measure, ultimately you measure over the period of the time how much spend you have done in this IT and how much conversion it has done. But depending upon the results of different each of the AI tool, so they vary from maybe 30% to 60% even improvement in customer conversion. So now that improvement in the customer conversion results how much in the revenue and whether it justifies the AI spend. So that case by case basis needs to be done, but that is how you can measure the ROI.
Okay. I know we are almost nearing the end time, but I have one more question that I've received in the direct chat. I'll just read it out. I've also shared it with you. So he says AI has a lot of benefits, sure, but it also has some down points that needs to be addressed. So as these tools increasingly use AI models, how are we thinking about data governance and accuracy, especially when multiple platforms are enriching and scoring the same accounts? Obviously, compared to other countries, data leak is more common, so might be by lack of awareness or exposure. Also, heavy usage of AI may break our critical thinking skills. What's your opinion on this?
Yeah, of course, data governance has to be there, and I was just showing that solution architecture, and then the some of the micro elements I did not show in the diagram. but those are there. I mean, at the back end, like governance, security. So that has to be their data quality for the data that is coming in the data cloud or your CDP. That you need to have the data governance in place. That no one regulatory point of view, they are not violated. Then second is that it is a golden data. So that those efforts related to data quality and the spends related to data quality is most important if you have to implement AI effectively in the organization.
Okay, I hope that answers Sankeet's question. I have one more question which I've received from Hemant. As we are using AI for multiple projects initiation, so are we planning for multiple cloud access for multiple project initiation? Do we need multiple cloud access?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need actually, but it depends upon the stack that you want to be part of your solution architecture. You can still go with a single cloud. And but what happens that some of the tools which are so compelling and so powerful in the future that you will have to eventually go for that particular cloud. So, for example, here in the architecture which I had shown, you use the Salesforce cloud for most of your elements of the solution. But at the same time, if you are using like a tool like Google Analytics, means you are going for Google Cloud as well. So uh, so then you are using, say, the CMS, which is a content management system, and that content management system is hosted on, say, AWS. So then you are having three clouds being used. One is the Salesforce cloud, then the Google cloud, and then the AWS cloud. But by using this cloud through these tools like MuleSoft, which orchestrates that, is not a headache at all, because you have to just pay for that subscription amount, and then complications of integrations are left to the tool. So that should not be a bothering issue of whether using a single cloud or a multiple cloud. But we should focus on choosing a right tool suitable to your organization product offering, yielding your results, which gives results to you. One question from Naz. From a conversion perspective, how can predictive AI identify high intent users in real time? So to use that, you'll have to use the tool for finding the high intent customers. So as we have seen that in the conversion, the different tools which can be used is say Gong, for example, right? And if you are using the chat, now this tool can automatically predict that whatever this customer is chatting, these are the intent and what are the prediction of getting this converted. Or so I think or people.ai. So which are the tool which can help you using the predictive AI identify the customer, which are the high intent customer, high possibility customer of conversion, and that tool can help and prioritize that, and even suggest what can be the content that can be placed for such kind of a conversion. So to answer your question that how can predictive AI identify, that is done by the tool. Now, how a tool does that, of course, it will have its own internal logic and then the mechanism that how it predicts depending upon the historical data, the different aspects of the customer, its sentiment, the language that customer is using, and other data it can predict. And of course, the past history of conversions.
Okay. We'll take one last question before we wind this up. So, do you think AI will replace performance marketers, or will it simply transform their roles?
I think it will help performance marketer. It will not replace them. So as in the beginning itself, I said, right, All these tools are not replacing. Of course, it is taking away some of the manual tasks, but for the creators, it is more helpful. And how you use that is up to the creator to use. So for the performance marketer, mostly, like for example, if you are using the different tags or different keywords, now which keywords are having a more impact, you have to anyways train. So though AI tool can automatically suggest certain tags, certain keywords depending upon the users, but finally as a performance marketer, you will have to train and then control what happens that, right? So I believe that it will not replace, it cannot replace, only it will help in a better way.